Isn't that a nice picture? All black and white, really stylish. I'm really a bit reluctant to get my pinkies in here to start off this mystery teardown. Of course, it's no longer mystery if you can read video titles. Anyway, I found this in a for free box standing in front of a house, and of course, I immediately saw it has a USB cable. It has a hole and it has a switch. So I assumed it was something like a, I don't know, USB loudspeaker subwoofer thingy. But as soon as I got it home, I noticed that the USB cable is really, just, I think that's a 2.5 millimeter, power jack. And you can actually open it. And inside you find, still black and white, the theme here. And inside you find this very interesting contraption. And I couldn't really think what this is for. By the way, there's a little air inlet filter or something like that. Yeah, a little vent thingy with, rubber vent. But I couldn't make hand and toes of it what this all should be or what it's used for. It's obviously not a speaker. It's also not a power bank. And can you hear that? I take it out of the picture for just a second. Something is wobbling inside, and this is basically empty, completely empty. But then it says here on the back, MINISO Essential Oil Humidifier, model KWAD01, voltage DC 5 volts, USB, power 5 watts. That means on a standard USB port 1 amp. But of course, it's made in China. So, let's get some tools out and get this apart. I guess there's nothing here to do, though there seems to be some more, there's some volume missing here. So, if I look inside here, there's some volume missing. So we will maybe have to scratch that off and get in there. But I think the main stuff is in here. Let's start with these screws, normal Phillips screws. And I start with those because I believe that it's easier to get them out while the whole thing is in one piece. And these are, of course, self-tapping screws.
Yep.
And there we have.
Oh.
That looks like an ultrasonic transducer or something. With a lot of rubber sealing around it, of course. So, it doesn't get wet. So, that's it. An ultrasonic transducer. Nothing more, nothing less. I think it must be ultrasonic transducer. I mean, if that would be within visible sound range to, aggravate the essential oils in here, that would be a catastrophe. Yeah, that's it. That's it. The main function of the thing. this sits in the oil or in the water-oil mixture or whatever. I'm not a specialist what essential oil stuff is about. And aggravates it, and you get some mist out here. But why it's still something up in here, I don't know. We will have to open that a little bit further. Am I still in focus? Yes. Okay, that's not working. And I searched for some black screwdrivers with black handles, but couldn't find any. So yeah, another color in the mix. Can still go to the start of the video, the nice black and white picture. And I get some kind of resistance here. Not sure why. Probably because the screws aren't out yet. No, that one is. Ah, that one isn't. Okay, there's yeah, and they're all four. Can I focus down here? Exactly 4 times the same screw. And there's nothing else in here. Yeah. Oh, there is actually something, and this is just oh, black on black. Yeah, that's not nice, but you can see it. This is just some, now it fell out, some plastic insert here, which actuates a little micro switch here. Look at that! An essential oil, whatever, what is the official title? Oil humidifier. We have, oh, unbelievable. Okay, let's continue. But where? So we have this blower, which obviously adds a little bit of positive air pressure into the chamber, so that the aggravated mist from the transducer down here, am I still in focus? Probably not. From the transducer down here is pressed upwards through, yeah, this hole, and then out into, through that hole into your room, and does fabulous things for you. And there are, what is that? That is an LED. That is an LED. And this is actually, yeah, that logo is a light pipe. So you have this luminescence flag at the side. I mean, this is high-end stuff. This is high-end stuff. Yeah, nothing too expensive for your $1.99 bottle of essential oils. Okay, that's another connector, which is, interestingly, has only one cable attached and is going somewhere. Huh. Let's detach that too.
Hello?
Don't want to destroy the motherboard. I guess it's too late. The whole thing came off. Doesn't matter. Yeah. The next 2 screws. This is a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. We'll have to zoom down on the board and look at the chips and have to find out what, yeah, what this single cable connection here is. Okay, so this is going down to the sonic transducer, and I need some side cutters. Just a second. Okay, I'm back with the side cutters, and I don't know why they have connectors up here for everything, but not for the ultrasonic transducer down there. That's a bit, this should come out now. Yeah. Okay, ultrasonic transducer. Nice. Anything else here? Yeah, this goes into an exposed metal rod. This is also done with a connector. So let me zoom in again. So this is really all, and this goes onto that metal rod here. And the metal rod is melted in, obviously. So, more tools. Sorry. I just wanted to point out that that metal rod here is exposed a little bit, so it's standing in the liquid. So I expect that this is actually that rod thing giving you some information about how much liquid is inside the thing. And okay, now something bad will happen. Yeah, I can't get the rod out. It's really melted here solidly into the plastic or driven in. I would have to drive it out. Maybe I try that later, but there's still stuff in here. There's something wobbling. Oh man. See that sphere? I guess there's a magic magnet or something in there. Just a second. Okay, this is not was not intended to be disassembled. I mean, there are some snap-in snap-in thingies down here, but no user servable parts inside. Okay, I broke that one. That is actually good, and broke the other one, and now I can lift that off. And it's a little ball. It's a little solid metal ball which presses down on. Yeah, I have to zoom in again, and the ball is getting away. Not a good idea. I store it in here, which is going down and pressing. Can we have a little bit more focus and light here? And pressing on that vent. So, yeah, normally that vent is open. And only if there's a lot of air streaming, it presses against it. No. That little blower can never ever create, and by the way, it's a DC 5-volt fan from Shenzhen Collegian. No other markings. But it has a Chinese export proof. Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? With normally that's the way it's supposed to be, and there's a little spring in here. Can I destroy it? There's a little, where's it gone? There. There was a little spring there which kept the valve in the open position No, that kept the valve, now I got it, kept the valve in the closed position. Yeah, pressing that rubber seal closed here, unless you have it in the upright, the whole apparatus in the upright position, and then this heavy ball is pressing down on it and opening the valve. I guess that's a mechanism to make it leak proof. So when you, if you turn it upside down and no air can come in here, flow in here, nothing can flow out through these holes. I have to say I'm impressed. Again, essential oil evaporator thingy. Okay, now to the interesting part. Let's have a look at the main board close up. What's on here? Please excuse the hell bells in the background. Anyway, so power comes in here, 5 volt USB, 5 watts, so 1 amp. And this whole area here, the filter capacitor, and this part here, that's inductor or little transformer. As either an inductor with a middle tap or a transformer with 2 pins connected together, because it has 3 pins. Then we have this big power MOSFET, 10N40, so high voltage, high amperage power MOSFET with a lot of area here for cooling, lots of copper. Big, really big. We have a little bit more light there. Really big SMD resistors, and these 2 trannies here, and the rest. That's all. Okay, that's all driving the transducer, the piezoelectric transducer, which makes the ultrasound, which evaporates the liquid. You can also see there is some kind of conformal coating on the board. And to my dismay, the markings of all the other chips and transistors, U2, probably another transistor, have been removed. No, U2 should be a voltage regulator. Why would there be a voltage regulator here and not for that part? Doesn't matter. The LED is of the multicolored kind, 3 pins, and all 3 pins seems to be driven directly by the microcontroller, while the fan that was connected here is driven by this little tranny, not directly by the microcontroller, of course. And then we had here the connection for that metal rod, and I guess that's a capacitive liquid sensor, because this little 3-pin package here is probably an op amp or something like that. So high tech. And we have here an unpopulated connector to something. And we have here on the other side the micro switch that is probably just an on-off. And if the liquid level is too low, then the LED will have another color or blink or whatever. And when it's working, it's green and happy. And don't forget, the light from the LED is shown out the case via this flexible light pipe stuff here. So it's quite elaborate for just vaporizing some essential oils. Okay, there's still the missing volume in here. I mean, this would be, yeah, with a rubberized bottom, a nice cup or something. But anyway, I'm really interested to see what they are hiding here. Somewhere there must be magic magnets. At least I hope so. Okay. Oh, yeah. Or maybe crystals. I think it might be crystals, magic crystals. I mean, just some essential oils don't do it nowadays. And yeah, this is exactly the same screw type. So 6 times the same screw. Yeah, keeping the number of different parts really low. But I mean, they don't spare cost on that thing, did they? Nothing popping out yet. So what were these holding in? I mean, here is obviously something rubberized again. I don't know if you can see in there. I mean, these screws are not there for nothing. Probably you plop something down there and then it stays down there. So let's get the rubber seal out first. And it doesn't want to come out. Oh, more tools again? Give me a sec. Okay, sorry. Black on black is never good. I gave up on that rubber seal and instead, yeah, just pushed it out here through the holes. And we get this. So sealed again for no good reason, just to, yeah, make this little cup here where the end with the transducer resides in, and rubber sealed. Maybe some extra measurement for keeping the ultrasonic vibrations inside, and really, yeah, I destroyed it here a little bit, but silicone rubber seal just for that part. That was today's teardown. The MINISO Essential Oil Humidifier, which goes, by the way, I looked it up, for about-ish 25 euros. And it's a quite elaborate piece of technology. I mean, you got that piezoelectric transducer for making ultrasound sound waves for, yeah, atomizing your essential oil so it can go out of the hole here, assisted by a little blower and secured by a quite, again, elaborate gravity-driven security valve. So if you turn that thing upside down, no liquid will spill out. And my ball is going away again. You have a capacitive liquid sensor here, so you get a warning when you're running out of your essential oils, which is very important. Never run out of your essential oils. 8 screws, lots of silicone rubber gaskets, and yeah, lots of electronics. Yeah, of course, multicolored LED. I'm almost tempted to say it's worth its money, really. And it's not really expensive plastic, but it really feels good. So if you are into essential oil, please, by all means, go for that thing. But keep in mind, it's drawing 1 amp out of your USB port. So don't try to power that from an old notebook, because these USB ports will probably only provide 500 milliamps. Anyway, that's it. So, bye.